Alright guys, we're here at Port Royal Speedway, the Speed Palace. It's getting cold. It is officially fall. It was supposed to be high 72. It feels about 50 degrees right now. It's going to get in the 40s. Good weather with no rain in the forecast. Tomorrow looks good, but even colder tomorrow. But looks like we'll get a 2 day. We got, how many cars we got here tonight? I think we got 40 exactly. There's two groups, Group A and Group B. I'm in the second hot lap session, a little bit past halfway of Group A. And then there'll be 4 heat races. Group A will be heat 1 and 2. Group B will be 3 and 4. And there'll be 8-car dash, top 2 of each heat race to the dash. So we'll see what we do, guys, here. Last year we ran really strong, second on the Saturday night here last year. So we'll see if we can do that again. We struggled earlier in the season here, but we got a new mindset. Track's always different here when it's colder out. So we'll see what we can do, qualify well, and try to get in that front row of the heat race and get in a dash and have a solid run, guys. So we'll talk to you later. Oh my God, this guy in the side-by-side almost just literally got killed by that guy. He was not paying attention on the side-by-side. So luckily that did not happen, but we'll talk to you guys after the night's over and see if we get a good run. Thanks.
From Watertown, Connecticut, the Houston Speedway, BillionAuto.com, Jackson Motorplex, High Performance Lubricants, JRC Transportation, number 2 of David Gravel. Next, Swaggart in the number 8, David Gravel in car number 2. 8 appearances this season at Port Royal for Swaggart, best finish 12th on July 9th. David Gravel in car number 2, second place here last year, his best in 10 World of Outlaws starts. 5th quick on lap number 1 for David Gravel, 15.786, 15.786. Swaggart's opening lap was 16.920. Second lap for Swaggart is better at a 16.660, 16.660. David Gravel now to complete his second My Place Hotels qualifying lap. It is a 15.870. First lap a little bit better at a 15.786. One underway at the Port Royal Speedway. Into turn number 1, Spencer Baston on the top of the racetrack with the lead. Challenged down low by James McFadden. Baston has the top spot down the backstretch. McFadden runs in the second spot. He'll take a peek to the inside, entering corner number 3. James McFadden looking for the lead out of turn 4. They'll go side by side. Baston barely ahead as they cross the line. McFadden back to the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2. He forges ahead at the exit of the corner. James McFadden leading it, but Spencer Baston right there with him running in the second spot. Now they swap lanes. Baston to the high side of the speedway. In corners 3 and 4 coming after J-Mac. What a battle for the lead in the front of the opening heat race. James McFadden, Spencer Baston going at it tooth and nail. Behind them, Ryan Smith running 3rd, David Gravel in 4th, and Devin Borden has the 5th and final transfer spot as David Gravel slides to the inside of Ryan Smith to take 3rd. Checkered flag set to wave. Smith trying to come back at Gravel down the back straightaway. Final time out of turn 4. James McFadden wins an exciting one. Second will go to Spencer Baston. David Gravel 3rd. Ryan Smith 4th. And the legend gets the final transfer spot. Mike Wagner finishes 5th in car number 55.
Alright guys, made it back to the hotel. Man, it's a cold one. Got as many layers on as you could put on. It's getting cold. It's gonna be winter here before you know it. Just got some sheets. Couldn't find a Rutter's, so didn't get Rutter's chocolate milk. But I got Gallagher's, is I think how you pronounce it, but it's all in sheets. They got all sorts of stuff there. Maybe I've done this before, maybe not, but we're gonna do it again. It's good. That's good stuff. I'm gonna go like an 8.7. A lot of good quality chocolate milk lately. So the night went good, guys. Qualified 5th and are in Group A, Flight A. One spot out of where we wanted to. Set started 3rd in heat race number 1. Got a terrible start. I think I was 5th. Yeah, I think 5th going into turn 1. Was able to scratch and claw, get our way back to 4th, and then battling Ryan Smith at the end and got him on the last lap to get 3rd, to battle back to start 9th in the A main, which obviously was huge. Obviously the track was slick and wide, so no matter where you started, you probably could pass cars, but I would say the first half of the race, we were just okay. We just kind of hung around and not much was happening. Honestly, the race kind of spread out and wasn't too racy at that moment. There was a caution with 9 to go. We restarted 9th, and I was running the bottom of 1 and 2 quite a bit, and didn't really pay off yet for me running that lane, but on the restart it did pay off. Everybody kind of slid up the racetrack. I think I passed 2 or 3 guys. I think 2 guys in that corner, and then I was able to slide in front of Baston to get into 6th. From there, Donnie and Woodall was in front of me, and was gaining on them. They were kind of running down the racetrack in 3 and 4. I was running up. I was gaining time on them, and then 1 and 2 I was kind of running down, but so was Donnie, so I kind of moved up, tried to get some more momentum built up, and was able to kind of run like the middle to 3/4 up the racetrack and get a run on them, and coming to the white, I was able to pass them down the front stretch and get 5th. So I was the highest finishing outlaw, which is sad, but these guys are really good at Port Royal. The locals really have a good setup here, and it's a very tricky place to get a hold of. So we'll take 5th tonight, guys. Obviously we want to get in a dash and get another shot at the racetrack, which I think would help us, but we tried some new things tonight, and I think we got some positive results from it. So we'll keep working hard and hit it hard tomorrow. It's going to be very cold. I'm doing a cornhole tournament at 11:30 for a fundraiser there, and then I think we're starting like 4 p.m. Eastern drivers meeting, I believe, because it's going to be very, very cold. So wish us luck. We'll try to finish off the weekend strong, and I got to fly home to go see the wife. Thanks, guys. Alright, so we played 3 rounds. We've won all 3. My partner here, this guy's unbelievable right here. He's carrying my ass, that's for sure. We just beat Brad in the winner's bracket, so the team that we play is going to have 1 loss. So whoever we play next, we could potentially win the whole bracket. So we'll see what happens, guys. It's going good so far. I'm playing all right, just doing my part enough, but this guy's carrying me for sure. So we'll see if we get the win. We got Brad and Spencer. The winner goes to the finals, so we'll see what happens. These are their partners. I think it's 4-1, so we'll see who can get the job done. Spencer off to a good start. He got a 1 in the hole, looks like. Spencer missed. Brad got 1 on the board. Spencer's final throw. Oh, fell off. See who wins. Alright guys, we're here day 2 at Port Royal. We drew a 54, so we're like the 5th to last car out in Group B. I believe there's a couple more cars. I think we had like 42 cars. So same format as yesterday, Group A, Group B, 8-car dash. Group A is Heat 1 and 2. Group B is 3 and 4. Let's see if we could qualify good, get ourselves in the front row of a heat race, and get into the dash, guys. Finish off with the A main strong last night, so something to build off of, and let's try to get a win or a real strong run tonight, guys. Talk to you after.
Out next from Watertown, Connecticut, in the Houston Speedway, BillionAuto.com, Jackson Motorplex, High Performance Lubricants, JRC Transportation, number 2, David Gravel. And from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, Canada, the King Racing Products, East Coast Logistics, Jim Shookneck, Dancer Logistics, number 7, S of Robbie Price. David Gravel in car number 2, Robbie Price in the 7S. Gravel, a 5th place finish here last night, a 2nd place run last year, his best in World of Outlaws action here at the Port Royal Speedway. Second quick on lap 1 for David Gravel, 15.756, 15756. Price goes 12th fastest on the opening lap at a 16.185, 16185. Second lap for David Gravel is quick time, 15.674, 15674.
I think that there's not a lot of grip. It's a big track with not a lot of grip, and typically, say at Williams Grove, you got maybe a cushion to lean on. Just like Sharon's a really, really slick track, but obviously there's a lot of racing here at Port Royal. It's in the heart of Pennsylvania, the heart of sprint car racing, so some of the toughest competition. And there's a lot of big paying events here with the Tuscarora 50, the Weikert. So there's a lot of events that are time trial events where a lot of local tracks maybe don't time trial too much. So I feel as they get a lot of opportunities at this racetrack and could fine tune. And you see the cars that have been fast this year are up front. So it's not a surprise who was on the podium last night.
Top 5 to the feature as we go green for heat race number 3. Into corner number 1, David Gravel with the race lead. Donnie Schatz down low, takes the 2nd spot away from Lucas Wolf. Wolf challenges back on the inside at the end of the back straightaway. Donnie Schatz fends off that challenge. Wolf back to the inside of Schatz, racing for 2nd as David Gravel leads the opening lap. Now Logan Schuhart, part of that 3-car race for 2nd, slides in front of Lucas Wolf, goes 2 for 1, gets Donnie Schatz, but Schatz back to the inside as they make their way down the backstretch. Donnie Schatz and Logan Schuhart racing for a spot in the Dirt Vision Fast Pass Dash. Schuhart slides up in front of Schatz, but again, Schatz able to cross back underneath him. Donnie Schatz back to 2nd as they cross the line. He'll go downstairs to try to take the lane away from Logan Schuhart. Schuhart can't get the momentum built up, and Donnie Schatz pulls away by 4 car lengths. Casey Kane has worked his way up into the 5th and final transfer spot in car number 9. Wolf, Schuhart, and Schatz race for 2nd behind the number 2 of David Gravel. We work on lap 4 of 8 here in the 3rd heat race. Field starting to string out just a little bit now. David Gravel halfway, 4 complete, 4 to go. Lead over Donnie Schatz growing to 2.27 seconds. Logan Schuhart runs 3rd, Lucas Wolf is 4th, and Casey Kane in 5th, followed by Robbie Price in 6th. Craig Kinzer runs 7th. Then it's Ayrton Jeniton in 8th, Bill Rose 9th, Logan Wagner now to the inside of Rose, making a move for that 9th position. Logan Wagner hoping for a caution here and an opportunity to maybe work his way into a transfer spot and not have to use a provisional to start in tonight's feature. 2 laps to go for Watertown, Connecticut's David Gravel. Logan Wagner, a big-time slider out of turn number 4 to get by the number 3 of Ayrton Jeniton. Wagner is up to 8th, but running out of time if he wants to track down the top 5. White flag waves for the Big Game Motorsports number 2. Logan Schuhart getting maybe a little closer to Donnie Schatz, but not close enough to make anything happen in 1 and 2. He may have a bit of a run down the back straightaway. They race into 3 and 4 for the final time. Schuhart to the inside, slide job by Logan Schuhart as David Gravel wins it.
Lots of cheers. Our next driver up to draw the winner of heat number 3. It is David Gravel. And I have to say, a fan this morning asked me, what do you think David's going to draw? I didn't say, I did not predict. Thankfully, it was the number 3. Oh, thank God. How important was it? I know we had that stretch for a while where it was the 7. I mean, how important was it to get that 3 tonight with such a tough field?
Obviously, the field is really, really tough, but Port Royal, you could pass race cars. So if you got a dominant race car, you could definitely come from 8th tonight and win. But obviously, Anthony starting second. It's going to be a tough task, but we got to represent the Outlaws, see what we can do.
We will see. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Always good to see David smiling after a dash draw. Next up to draw, it is Brent Marks.
Green flag as they exit turn 4. Into turn 1, Brent Marks with the race lead. Anthony Macri in second, Brad Sweet around the outside to take the third spot away from David Gravel. Gravel comes right back at Sweet down low in turns 3 and 4. David Gravel and Brad Sweet race for third down the front straightaway. They'll stay side by side as they cross the line. Sweet with the momentum on the top, but Gravel able to slide up in front of him. Brad Sweet now looks to the inside down the back straightaway. All Brent Marks out in front. David Gravel and Brad Sweet continue their duel for the third spot, both of them gaining a little bit of ground on the second place car of Anthony Macri. Sweet to the inside in turn number 1. Slide job for the big cat. Brad Sweet third for the moment. Gravel coming back at him on the inside at the end of the backstretch. This time Gravel works the inside lane, slides up the banking, and now Brad Sweet's turn to try to cross back underneath of him. Brad Sweet back to third as they cross the line. Intense stuff between two World of Outlaws drivers racing for third in the Dirt Vision Fast Pass Dash. As they do so, caution on the speedway. Slowly to the chalk stripe in turn 4. The Nittany Showdown underway at Port Royal Speedway. Brent Marks leads into turn 1. Anthony Macri on the high side of the speedway. David Gravel makes it a 3-car tussle for the lead into corner number 3. 3 cars, 3 different lines through turns 3 and 4. Brent Marks will lead the opening lap. David Gravel is second. Anthony Macri in third. Gravel looking for the lead down low as Marks and Macri run the high side in 1 and 2. Brent Marks maintains the race lead, pulls away slightly from David. Next time by, crossed flags halfway home, and Anthony Macri leading the race. David Gravel, Donnie Schatz, and Lance DeWeese going at it for third. Anthony Macri leading lap 15. Macri takes it down the back straightaway and immediately pulls away from the number 19.
On Brad here in the championship, there's not a whole lot of races left, but I don't think we can count you out of this championship yet. Brian Walker's, I think it's 64 points now. A couple more races left. I don't think you're out of this thing yet.
Yeah, anything's possible. Obviously, we keep running like that every weekend, and Brad, isn't close to the top 5. Obviously, good things could happen, but not a lot of races left. Really proud of our effort here at Port Royal this weekend. The boys gave me a really good car, Zach, Cody, and Trey, and feels good to be competitive. Top 5 out of here is something hard to do. Congrats to Anthony. He's been so close to an outlaw win, and excuse me, Brent did a good job, and they're just willing to go that next level of hitting the wall more than I want to, and I'm just not comfortable, entering like they do in 3. I just got to get the balls to do it, but more laps, and I'll get there. Maybe if we raced here more, like we do Williams Grove, and maybe I'll bang the board. So we'll see. Had a lot of fun. I got to thank, Todd and his crew are here, so I got to thank him and his whole family, and Houston Speedway, Billion Automotive, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, High Performance Lubricants, Morrison Engines. He was here tonight. Everything ran well, so can't complain. And good weekend, and we'll try to get 75K National Open here in a couple weeks.
All right, David Gravel going to finish up in third here tonight. We've got the 50-50 ticket.
All right, guys, so I got a 6 a.m. flight tomorrow, so I'll do the review of the race after, but we have a lot of awesome fans. Brought me chocolate milk. We got 4 to try. Someone brought me Rudders. Obviously, that's one of my favorites. We got Harrisburg Dairies we're going to try out. We got Schneider's, also a local, well, not local to where we were at, but Pittsburgh, PA, so local to Pennsylvania. And then the Reidsville Creamery. I know I've had this one before, and it's good. So thank you, everybody, for bringing me the chocolate milk. Let's try them out. We're going to try the Snyder's in a little milk jug first. Pretty good. It's a little different. I like it though. I'm gonna go to 8.1 on that. Reidsville Creamery. Let's try it. I got it so cold. It's got some ice in there. Had it in the freezer quick. It's not chunks though like that last one. It's good. I'm going to go with 8.0. 8 flat for the Reidsville Creamery. And I don't think I've had this one. Harrisburg Dairies. Let's try this one out. So a lot of these have from cows not treated with RBST. Not sure what that is. This one's not bad. Probably my least favorite out of the 3 so far, but they're all really quality. I'm going to go 7.8 with that one. And Rudders. Haven't had Rudders chocolate milk in a while. I'm getting full of chocolate milk already, so let's see if it's still one of my favorites. It's got to be the whole chocolate milk. It can't be the low fat. Whole's definitely better. Yep. They're just different. Made with real cocoa and real sugar. 16 grams of protein, get all bulked up on whole Rudders chocolate milk. No added RBST in these either. No growth hormones. My favorite out of the 4, I'm going to go with the 8.8. Very good Rudders. Never could go wrong. Thank you everybody for the chocolate milk. Appreciate you guys. My stomach's going to hate me now, but it's worth it. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Thanks.